Hi, room one. We are going to continue working on our team numbers. So we're going to be working in our chapter 7 packet that does numbers 11 through 19. Today we're going to work on 13 and 14. So I'm going to put this off to the side now. And what I want to do is I got out my 10 frame that is magnetic. I usually use that on the big whiteboard, but I thought I'd bring it over to the table today. Then I can just stay here. And what I want to do first is let's just fill it up. So you guys know when you work with a 10 frame, you've got 5 boxes on top. And that's why we use 10 frames in kindergarten, because hopefully the kids get used to seeing that and they don't even have to count it. They can just subitize it. They just see it and they say, oh, I know that that's 5. Okay. If they do need to count, they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if there's 5 on the top, how many do you think are on the bottom? 5, of course, because you can tell there's the same amount of boxes. So let's fill up the boxes on the bottom. I'm not going to worry about red and yellow. It doesn't really matter what color we use for this. We're not doing a pattern, right? So now we know that this is 10. I'm going to go ahead and use this marker here. Okay, we fill it up and we have 10. Now, if we put one more, you know what, boys and girls, I'll tell you what. Let's switch that around. Can I move this down a little bit? Because I need some room to put my my other counters. So let's move this up here. All right, 10. Okay, now we're going to add. If I add one more down at the bottom, okay, we got 10 and one more plus 1 equals 11, right? 10 plus one more equals 11. Let's keep going. What if we add 2 more? Now we've got 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to change this to, and then I'll change that. Now we have 12. Okay, let's add another one. Now I've got 10 on the top, but we're going to add 3. Add 3 more. So what you're doing is you're counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now don't stop. 11, 12, 13. 10 plus 3 is 13. So when you write the number 13, it's a 10. The 1 stands for the 10, and then we got 3 more. So I really want the kids to realize that when they're writing those numbers, this is not 1, 3. Okay, it's 10 and 3 more. Okay, let's do another one. Now I've got 10. I need to back this up. I went a little too close. I didn't leave myself enough space, did I? 10 plus 4 equals 10. We don't need to start with 1. You can if you need to, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That takes a long time to count it that way. It's much faster just to say 10. I know there's 10 in the 10 frame. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and we're just going to stop right there. We'll get this out again the next time we do numbers, but we're going to be working on 13 and 14 today, so we're just going to stop. 10 and 4 more. You can do the same thing with your fingers, can't you, boys and girls? Okay, you know that when you count in the teens, we don't have enough fingers, do we? You can always use your toes, but then you have to take your shoes and socks off. So we just go like this. 10 and 1 is 11. 2 more. 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 and 4 more is 14. Okay, that is exactly what we're going to do in these pages today. So let me go ahead and show you this again. Chapter 7. I find the right page here. And that looks just like what we did the other day, doesn't it? Okay, this page tells us to use your counters. So you can get your counters out, boys and girls, and do exactly what I just did on my magnet board. Use counters to show the number 13. So let's start with 13. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 different sizes of counters. I have big ones and little ones. I'm not sure what I got you guys, or what I gave you guys. I've had to order more over the last few years because we run out. I don't know if you have the big ones and little ones. They both fit. Okay, so first I start with just filling up my 10 frame. And then it says to show the number 13. So 10, 11, 12, 13. Add 1 more to show 14. So now we're going to add 14. Tell a friend what you know about these numbers. I'll tell you what I know about these numbers. 13 is 10 and 3 more, and 14 is 10 and 4 more. What else I know about these numbers? I know that when you're 13 years old, you're a teenager. And when you're 14 years old, you're a teenager. You probably are starting high school, 9th grade, okay? That's why the teen numbers, well, when you're a teenager, you're in the teen numbers, aren't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We started with 13, 10 on the top and 3 on the bottom, and then it said to go ahead and add one more and make 14. Now on the back of this looks just like the page we did the other day. It says to get your counters out again, but I think we can just draw them in there. And then also right here, trace the number 13. Now what I want you to do, these are lemons, okay? We could start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But when I look at this, I see a 10 frame. Do you see that 10 frame? 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a big circle or even a box or rectangle around that. Look, there, that shows me that that's 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I just have to trace it. Okay, then it says use counters to show the number 13 and draw them. We're just going to draw them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I fill up my 10 frame. 11, 12, 13. Now down here, they want us to do what I just did on the magnet board, okay? What did we do? We filled up 1 10 frame, so we're gonna trace that. We've got 10 ones up here, and then how many extras? We've got 3 down on the bottom. So think of it this way. This number is what you see in the 10 frame, and then this number is what we had to add to it. 10 and 3 equals 13. We don't even have to write 13. If you want to, you can write it here. You can write it up here. We've got 10 here and 3 more, 13. Okay, this is gonna be easy, isn't it? We're gonna do the same thing here. This time we have, I thought those were limes, but I think they're green apples. Can you see the 10? Okay, so even without counting it, I can see there's a row of 5 here and a row of 5. Okay, now if you wanna be sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I am gonna put a big rectangle or a big circle, oval, loop. I guess it wouldn't be a circle, it's more of an oval or a rectangle. So now I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 on the top and 4 extra ones. Then we're going to draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To make 14, I'm going to have to put 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the bottom. I've got 10 and 4 more. Oh, now we're going to separate it, okay? How did we get 14? Well, we filled up a 10 frame, and then we put 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. So just trace those numbers. Make the 4. Okay, there we go. Now you can color those if you want to match your counters, but you don't have to. All right, let's do the back, and this is just like what we did the other day. They have the beads, okay? Here's the beads right here, what we need to read. Erica makes a bracelet with 13 beads. She starts with the blue beads on the left. Circle to show the beads that Erica uses. Okay, so I can start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? So they're in groups of 5. So look, I could do this 5 plus this 5 is 10. And then I want to do 3 more. So I did them like this. I did 5, kind of like a tally mark. Watch. Underneath it, I'll put a tally mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3 more. You don't have to do that. You go ahead and follow the directions. I'm just showing you why I did it this way. 5 and 5 is 10. And then 3 more is 13, right? Now it says, are there more blue beads or more yellow beads? Well, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. So I'm going to circle the blue again. And then down here, we want to draw a set of 13 objects. If you circle 10, how many more are there? So you're going to do, I don't care what you draw, okay? You can do beads, you can draw happy faces, stars, hearts. I think I'll do hearts. Okay, but I'm going to put them in a row of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. Now I'm going to circle it. I'll put a big loop around it. Okay, so can you tell me how many are in this circle? 10, right? Because there's 5 and 5 is 10. The reason I did this, boys and girls, is if I just started drawing hearts all over the place, it's a little confusing. You can get mixed up when you're counting them. But when you put them in a group of 10 with 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom, it makes it a lot easier to count. Now we're not stopping at 10 because we need to make 13. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13. What is 13? It's 10 plus 3. And we are done with 4 pages of math. Okay, good job.